Book's downfall has to be one of the biggest switch-ups from the BFDI fandom that needs to be analyzed by someone, and that someone is me. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Book's summarized character arc from BFDIA to BFB pre-split, all the way to the golden era of TPOT, what I like to call TPOT 9 to 17, and how she went from one of the most beloved, complex characters to this hated, overrated contestant that many believe should have been eliminated in TPOT 23. Let's get into it. Throughout BFDIA, Book created a lot of friends. Pencil, Needle, Ice Cube, some could even say Pin or Tennis Ball. She stuck with her alliance and Free Smart for a while, and eventually went on to win the season, having just about 10,000 more votes than the runner-up Needle. But the way she won is a key factor to why people call her overrated and boring. At BFDIA 18, when the merge had just bloomed for BFDIA, Book got brutally murdered by Pin in the final clutches of the challenge by her drill, and this caused her losing streak to continue on even longer. But even though she lost, her fan base grew large. She was second safe just behind Corny in BFDIA 19, then got immunity in BFDIA 20, and finally got the prize and was first safe in BFDIA 23. Many people believe that Book's fan base spike was due to pity and sympathy. Almost every episode since BFDIA 18, we've seen Book get drilled 3 times, get tripped by Pin, which caused her to lose her ice cream, and get stabbed by glass pieces. You could even count BFDIA 14 and 17, where she got electrocuted and did so much to become her truest self just to lose. All of this gave her massive amounts of pity from voters, and with her nice, sweet personality, it was an obvious pick for viewers to vote for the winner of the season. But compared to smart, careful characters like Needle and Tennis Ball, and dangerous, overly competitive characters like Pin and Corny, it makes any viewers angered that these contestants who try so hard to win challenges get bested by someone who loses every challenge. Soon, her character basically flips. In BFB pre-split, we saw a completely different Book that most viewers knew as an easygoing, regular character back in 2013 to 2017. She became this hot-headed, drastic person who rambled about Taco abandoning her team every other episode. But as the episodes went on, more and more members of 8 Names realized that Book was in the wrong after all, and Taco never abandoned their team. Book still remained irrational, until her personality finally shifted into a recovery mode, trying to become friends with her teammates again. But after the split, the resolution begins. Book creates a new path as a fresh start, making new friends on Just Not, being a straightforward character throughout early TPOT. She still wasn't liked by much, almost getting the boot very early in TPOT 5, which could have closed her story entirely there. Nothing changes much until TPOT 10, when Just Not enters Book's nightmare. Book's nightmare is facing her past again, being stuck inside a jawbreaker like Taco was in BFB. Pillow and Bommy don't intervene much, except freeing Book from the jawbreaker. But when Pillow forces Price Tag to talk to Book, a new friendship blooms between them. Ice Cube also seems to miss her past with Book. In TPOT 12, the team swap happens, and Book is placed on a team with an old friend and a new friend. This could finally be the chance for Book's story to come to a close. But the two don't really talk. I mean, we do see them together with Taggy in TPOT 14 and 15, but we never see Book and Ice Cube interact that much. Finally, when Ice Cube is eliminated, they share a hug and a heartfelt moment before she is swept away by 4. But there's still one more plot point that happens. TPOT 17 was our last big moment Book had, and that was with Pencil. She stood up for herself on the Force, telling her that she needs to move on with her, and Pencil ends the conversation with a hard kick to end the Force challenge. This gives a lot of sympathy votes and fans coming together to save Book that once stood in Pencil's shadow. As TPOT progresses, Book slowly starts to lose her spark as her character development finally fades after years of competing. On top of all that, she won the beloved BFDIA, which makes people want to vote her out in TPOT. But what really caused the hate to flood in was the TPOT 23 elimination.
Book! Winner! Lie! Only one of you is safe. The other 2 end your run here. Let's announce one of the ones leaving first. I'm sorry to say, winner, you're out with 26,325 votes.
What?
Let's see. Book, Lie, one of you is out. And that person is... Lie with 25,981 votes. Book survives with 28,422 votes.
In TPOT 23, a surprise lie-in winner elimination occurred, and the popular book barely clinched safety at a 2,000 to 3,000 vote difference between her and winner. After this, a lot of the fandom started to realize book isn't that interesting anymore, having no arcs other than just talking to new people like everybody else in this trilogy. Now, do I like Book? Of course, she's my favorite character. But do I think she should survive another elimination? No. She should have been out back in TPOT 23 in my opinion. Now I believe this is because other characters who haven't gotten to compete as much as Book should be getting more votes and more development. Not Book, who already had a massive arc for years on end. So I probably won't be voting to save Book next time she is up for voting, so that other characters can be fleshed out more in the competition. Not unless she does anything super interesting. Thank you all for watching. This isn't really a character analysis, just a summary of Book and why she got all of this sudden hate. Make sure to like this video and subscribe so you can stay updated on videos like these on my channel. Bye.